All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to HL Chemistry with Mr. Kenton. We're continuing to work on just some very basic stoichiometry skills here. And so as you can see in this particular setup, we're going to be going from masses of substances to moles of a substance, right? And so when you look at this, you should notice we're still working with the same equation. I kind of like that we're kind of going through that. And again, we want to identify what are we given and what do we ask to find. So what we're given is over here at the end. They give us 16 grams of hydrogen, and they want us to figure out how many moles of water is that going to produce, right? So we've already got the equation labeled correctly. We're going to go ahead and come down here, and we're going to set it up. We've got our 16.0 grams of H2. And so what we're going to need to do is, in order to get to moles, we're going to need to divide by the molar mass of hydrogen. So we've got, for H2 specifically, we're going to have, I believe that's 2.016. So 2.016 grams of H2 and 1 mole of H2. So that goes from grams of H2 to moles of H2. And because we want moles of water, we just need to use the mole ratio now in order to get to moles of water. So what we see is that for every 2 moles of hydrogen, it produces 2 moles of water. And then we're done, right? And so then we've got 16 times 2 divided by 2.016 times 2. And so we've got that 16 grams of hydrogen is going to produce 7.94 grams. Excuse me, not 7.94 grams. What am I doing over here? 7.92 moles, or 7.94 moles of H2O, right? And so nothing crazy there. That should be pretty straightforward for us. And we can see with our units, grams of hydrogen canceled, moles of hydrogen canceled. We're left with moles of water, which is what we were looking for initially. Now, setup for this video is very similar to the last couple. The next couple slides are going to have some problems for you guys to work on. So feel free that once you get to those, you pause the video, you work out your problems, and then you come back to the next set of videos, right? So let's just take a look at those problems. So same equation. How many moles of water are produced when 4.84 grams of hydrogen reacts? How many moles of oxygen are needed to react with 54.2 grams of hydrogen? And how many moles of hydrogen are needed to produce 1.634 grams of water? So you got those 3 questions, and then you should have another 3 questions on the next slide. All right, so you get to work with that fun equation again. You got how many moles of silicon dioxide are needed to produce 420 grams of carbon monoxide? Second question, how many moles of calcium silicate are produced when 100 grams of calcium phosphate are reacted? And the last question there, how many moles of calcium phosphate are needed to produce 280 grams of carbon monoxide? So ladies and gentlemen, feel free to pause the video, take the time to work out those 6 problems, have your answers, and then we can go over those or address any questions you have or check them when you guys come to class the next time we see them. All right. Thank you guys. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.